Okay, and I think PM is going to have a town hall meeting today, I Zoom. I think I saw the flyers. Maybe I'm wrong, but let's see. So, guys, in this broadcast, we are going to touch many things, but our concentration will be on the court case of Martin Kanu. All right. So I will not waste much time. Please, if you join, like the video. I can see that some have done that. If you don't know how to like the video, there's a three dots on the top right part of your just top right hand of your screen. Touch it, and it will pump out some options that will enable you to like the video. It is very important to do so. So just give me a moment. Let me see if I can clean the lens. I think it's somehow dull. I hope I'm getting it right. So comment and tell me where you're watching from. And today is court case of Oyendu Magnamo de Kanu. So let's let me bring to you some of the videos, when he arrived in the court. This is Magnamo de Kanu, today's court case. As you can see here. So we'll be live for some time to cover a few things about this court case. As the video surface, we are going to play it out and comment on that if need be. So we are going to follow it judiciously. Now let me see if I don't know if you can watch. Okay, I think it's more clear now. You can see him here. He just walked into court. Look at him. Look at Magnamo de Kanu. Okay. So that is it. And the court case is still on, like I said. And I don't know why he's the one defending himself. Like, I don't know what is going on here. And the headline said, just hold on. Okay, live. As you can see, live court update. Magnamo de Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, speaking in court as he defends himself before Judge Pintayako at the Federal Court in Abuja. So he is the one speaking direct to the judge in this case. And let's hear what he said here. Mazakan is an intelligent man. So, can you hear what he's saying? Please let me know. I have not seen any comments. No comments so far. Let's take it again.
unfettered access to my counsel is here. This is the law of Nigeria.
To be honest with you, I don't know if you were able to hear what he's saying, and I will try it one more time so that you will be able to hear what Mazen Kanu said here. But let me flip the camera like this. I believe this one will be more clear to you.
So that's what you wrote. You said here, my lord, that the defendant has now applied for bail. Now, as I said earlier, bail is a decision of the court taking into consideration all the conditions laid down in Muhammad Abacha v. State. At this stage, I am of the opinion that you may or fail to stand on the bail application without first hearing and determining the issue that is glaring in the case, which is the absence of the defendant from the court since 25th of April 2017 until he was produced on the 29th of June. My lord, which was exactly what they said that he did not jump there. This was came to my house to kill me. That's what the Supreme Court said. In your own court, my lord. So I cannot understand, my lord, why trial will be conducted contrary to the Constitution of Nigeria that said I must have free and unfettered access to my counsel. It's here. This is the law of Nigeria.
So that is it. Yes, Emeka said Emeka Ihonu. Emeka Ihonu said he's saying about jumping bell. Yes, he's talking about jumping bell. And all day I see you, Wilson, I see you, Eric, I see you, and who again is okay? All three of you. So Godwin, okay. I cannot see comments from you guys. This is what Oyendu is going through. He is the one defending himself, and it is not a joking matter. Not a joking matter. We are going to be here to cover those things. But before then, while we are waiting for the update from courtroom, let's go to another thing. While we are still waiting, you know, we have seen many videos and pictures from BLA, Biafran Liberation Army, and Biafran Resistance Fighters. The equipment, the military equipment that they displayed is not a joke. It's not a joking matter. And just 1 hour ago, another one just arrived. And guess where it comes from? Let's read it together. Let me show you so that Diana, I see you. Thank you so much, my sister. Nice to have you in this live broadcast. So what you are seeing here is from Okute Biafra. Okute Biafra have this to say. He says, just arrived. Men are good to go. We need to show Biafran more of what BLA has. Biafrans, please stay away from terrorist army barrack. Rain is coming. Biafran land will be uncomfortable for Nigerian terrorists. Okay, Biafran Liberation Army is good to go. Sorry. Now, the picture you are seeing here is materials and equipment. When I saw this, I was thinking that this is what they recovered, but I didn't know that they just came back from vigil. And these Bibles and informations, you know what I mean by Bible and documents and the books, everything that you need to read is ready. I told us that when you see pictures from BLA displayed by PM and all that, you may see a few numbers of people lined up there. Don't be deceived. They are not just the only one. They just showed you this little so that for you to know that things going on. And if you can have access to something like this, is it the one that we prove people that we handle it will be lacking? No. The most important thing is to have materials to preach with. Then second thing is the preachers that we make use of those materials. And I think preachers shouldn't be a problem for Biafrans, and that's just a fact. Okay, the update we are having now. Okay, let me see if this is old one or new one, because some people are just putting old video. If you don't have any representative in the court, you want to use the old video to please your followers and all that. So I don't like it. But the video here is from this one is from Biafran Information Minister Sonny Akbarawa. Let us go to his platform. This is coming now. The another update. It says the Supreme Court leader, the supreme leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, educates the Nigerian Islamic Sharia law court and their court of their fraudulent constitution, which forbid them of making Muslim Kanu to stay trial after they tried to buy him and later kidnap him in Kenya 2021. Now let's listen to what Oyendo said here. This is just an update that is just, I think this is a fresh new update that we are going to play now. Listen.
Says I cannot be tried in Nigeria. That's the law of Nigeria. I can never be tried in any court of law. That's what the law says. Anybody standing in trial or coming to try me is a terrorist. That's what the law says. Section 1. As simple as that. Section 2, subsection 3F of Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act. That's what it says. Any court considered to try me is committed an act of terrorism. Yeah. Very clear. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then come to try that very person. It's not done anywhere before. So you must be aware of that. So that is why there is all these ridiculous delays. That is what Supreme Court said. I did not jump in. My home was invaded. They came to kill me and I survived. They came to Kenya to kidnap me, brought me back to this country and seeking to try me, which the law says cannot happen. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then hope to stand on that illegality to conduct the trial is not done anywhere in the world.
Sorry for the poor image.
There's no exception. No exception whatsoever. That's what the law says. Section 12 of the Constitution, what does it say? Any treaty ratified by Nigeria becomes law. It's law. You cannot change it. It doesn't matter what they do. All these shenanigans is just pure rubbish. You never stand. Not with me. I believe in justice and fairness. That's why.
Somebody said he cannot hear him clearly. I don't think so, because this one is more louder than the first one, and people say people were able to hear the first one. I will repeat it again. Just okay. Let's listen to it again.
That's the law of Nigeria. I can never be tried in any court of law. That's what the law says. Anybody standing in trial or coming to try me is a terrorist. That's what the law says. Section 1. As simple as that. Section 2, subsection 3F of Terrorism Prevention and
Oju Bandoni, can you hear that?
Any court considered to try me is committed an act of terrorism. Yes. It's very clear. You cannot violate that Nigeria entered into and then come to try that very person. It's not done anywhere before. So you're aware of that. So that is why there is all these ridiculous delays. That is what Supreme Court said. I did not jump in. My home was invaded. They came to kill me and I survived. They came to Kenya to kidnap me, brought me back to this country and seeking to try me, which the law says cannot happen. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then hope to stand on that illegality to conduct the trial is not done anywhere in the world. I have in my case. Nobody has, there's no exception. No exception whatsoever. That's what the law says. Section 12 of the Constitution, what does it say? Any treaty ratified by Nigeria becomes law. It's law. You cannot change it. It doesn't matter what they do. All these shenanigans is just pure rubbish. You never stand. Not with me. I believe in justice and fairness. That's why.
So that is it. I don't know if you're Ojubu, my brother, more better. Okay. I think it should be, it may be for device because others are not, you are the only one complaining about it. Elumu said, may your days be long, my leader. Yes, you're right. Okay, so that is the update. That's the update. Let's see if we can get another update from court.
Terrorism Prohibition and Prevention Act says I cannot be tried in Nigeria. That's the law of Nigeria. I can never be tried in any court of law. That's what the law says. Anybody standing in trial or coming to try me is a terrorist. That's what their law says. Section what? Section 2, subsection 3F of Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act. That's what it says. Any court who is to try me is committed an act of terrorism. Yes. Very clear. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then come to try that very person is not done anywhere. So you must be aware of that. So that is why there is all these ridiculous delays. That is what Supreme Court said. I did not jump bail. My home was invaded. They came to kill me and I survived. They came to Kenya to kidnap me, brought me back to this country and seeking to try me, which the law says cannot happen. You cannot violate a treaty that Nigeria entered into and then hope to stand on that illegality to conduct a trial is not done anywhere in the world. I'm having my case. Nobody has, there's no exception. No exception whatsoever. That's what the law says. Section 12 of the Constitution, what does it say? Any treaty ratified by Nigeria becomes law. It's law. You cannot change it. It doesn't matter what they do. All these shenanigans is just pure rubbish. You never stand. Not with me. I believe in justice and fairness. That's all. Nigeria signed this.
So that is it. That is it. As we are still waiting for more updates. We are still waiting for more updates. Before then, PM said this: breaking Midwater Oil Company delivery line at Ebedo in where? Kwale, Ndukwa Delta State. Kwale, Ndukwa Delta State, decimated in the ongoing economic strangulation of the terrorist state. Go and verify. So there's a video that attached to it, but I'm not going to show it because it has a lot of flame of fire and all that. If I show it now, people that own the platform will question the video. So understand why I'm not sharing it. The news have it that Minister of I don't know, is it Minister or President of Iran is no more, and people some are celebrating. In fact, many people are celebrating. Even the Iranian people are. A lot of videos of people that demand have died are now surfacing. A lot of videos where he sanctioned women to be hanged, men to be hanged. A lot of injustice that he perpetrated on his own citizens. People are now bringing those videos out in celebration of what happened to him. I'm not here to celebrate anything because I don't know him. But why I'm sharing this with us is because somebody that comes from Nigeria is a politician, wrote a long piece of notes, a long piece of work and whatever you call it, just to commiserate to Iranian people, saying that the world are mourning, that the world are doing this, whereas people are celebrating that the man is no more. Now, before I show you the write-up of this man, the man in question is Femi Fani-Kayode, the Christian Muslim religion worshipper. I don't know how to put it, but you understand what I'm saying. He said he's a Christian. He relied on videos. Then he using Muslim as a political movement. So he's a traditionalist, a Christian, and a Muslim. These three religions in one man. That's to tell you the level of lie and Cameroon life that he chose to live in his lifetime. So I am going to flip this camera again to share with us what is this? Excuse me. What a distraction. Okay, I am going to flip the camera to just watch this painful picture. This is a picture. Okay? Painful moments of an Iranian girl watching his father being spied by Islamic regime in Iran. Under this man that that just spied, look at this picture. This little girl is here watching his father being, forced life out of him. Just imagine that. And somebody in Nigeria is writing, is making mockery of himself, telling the whole world that people are mourning for the death of the man and all that. Just imagine that. That is a great man, that he's sending his condolence to Iranian people, that is this and that, blah, 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 blah. Look at it. A lot of, in fact, let me see if I can bring some of them. Because I came across many pictures, even just now while we were live, when I was playing the update from court. I saw another picture, but I didn't pay much attention to that. Reason because that's not what we're here for. I just want to touch it because my main concern is Femi Fani-Kayode, his attributes, his Cameroon life. What do you think about him? What do you think about him? So this is the man in question. In case you don't know the man that buy, this is the man and few others that buy with him in the accident, plane crash or I think his private jet or whatever that collapsed. This is the man in question, and these are the 4 or 3 others that depart with him. Look at them. These are government of Iran. Do you understand what it means? But somebody who claims to be a Christian, even if you are not a Christian or whatever you may be, as long as what this man was doing is very, very bad to humanity, he shouldn't be, writing that kind of jargon in the name you want to be noticed by Islamic world. I don't know what the assignment that he want them to give to him in Nigeria, knowing fully well that these people will still come after you. It doesn't matter what you do. It's a matter of time. It's turn by turn. It will still get to you. So why don't you just replace yourself and focus on the right thing that you know that it will benefit humanity? Let me get it. Let me bring it up because we are live. We don't need to hide anything now. Let me bring it up and so that you will see. Just a moment. Femi Fani-Kayode. Yeah, I think maybe there's something that Muslims of this world are looking for. Maybe they want something they want to gain something. You understand? That made this man to focus on that. He really want to, show that he love. I don't know what he want to achieve with that. So this is his write-up. You can see as long as it is. The loss of President Ibrahim Raisi of Iran, together with that of Iranian Foreign Minister Hossein Ami Abdullahian, and all that in a tragedy of monumental proportions and a great loss to the world. A great loss to the world. My commiseration and sincere condolence go to the supreme leader Ali Khamenei and the government of people of Iran. We still have much to learn about what really happened, but to those that so readily accept the bad weather narrative that is being put out as the cause of the crash, I say stop. Think and do not be so gullible and naive. Many are asked whether Masada was involved and whether this was yet another black ops operation. This remains to be definitely determined, but given the strategy circumstances of the crash, I would not be too quick to run to rule anything out. You see what he's trying to say? That this thing is a kind of political motivated. Excuse me. Something is, just give me a moment, guys. Okay, sorry about that. So he keep on writing his jargon. You can see it here. Whichever way, the whole thing is a terrible blow to those that are interested in world peace, and particularly to those of us that believe passionately in the cause of the people of Gaza and Palestine. There was no individual that was more committed to the Palestinian struggle than Abraham Rasa. That's this man himself. May his soul and the souls of those that died with him rest in peace. Coming from who? This man. This man. Remember when he was with Master Kanu, every time he's in Abia State, that the Igbo people are most intelligent and most beautiful and most handsome, most educated, most blessed, most this. Or of course, our people with emotion, we clap, our own. Femi Faniko is our own. After all, he married to an Igbo lady. After claiming that he's the best, his best friend is Master Namukan. Master Namukan welcomed him, and as an honest person, you don't just throw word anyhow. You understand? He must have a reason to give. We did not know that this man. People warned us that this man can be trusted. Today, he's proven it beyond every reasonable doubt that trusting him or hoping on him is a very big mistake. Just like people from the US always bringing news from Palestinians to promote jihadists and demote Jews and Christianity, because a friend of my enemy is actually my enemy. If you love jihadists and sponsor, like he himself confirmed here, that this man that just died now happened to be the main key player of what is going on in Gaza. When you hear them talking about Mossad is the people, the platform that shared the Biafran Liberation Army video and says in Africa. If you watch that video, if you have seen that post, you understand that is Mossad. And Mossad is one of the key strong group from Jewish people. So when you talk of intelligent units of Israel, when you talk of people that, the real strength of Israel, talk of Mossad. And he is now somehow appointed in Nigeria without any investigation. Now you are not calling this organization out, trying to link them to what happened to the private jet of the president of Iran. These are people waiting that can do anything to have access in power and to remain relevant in politics. And Nigerian is wired, is meant to be, a safe haven for every criminal. They don't know what pedigree means. They don't know what reputation means. They don't care. Everything must be the way they want it. And that is why things are the way it is in Nigeria today. I don't know if you have seen that post from Mossad about the Afghan Liberation Army. For those of them that, you don't talk like that, Israel don't know who you are. Like Methuselah said, that Israel are now building innovative center for Nigerians. Therefore, the Afghan government in exile that says that they are being recognized, by Israeli government, that is a lie. You forgot that Israel cannot come out and do your work for you. That's not how it works. They have their own independence. They have their own freedom. They are on their own. So you coming to them, you actually need their help, and they cannot jeopardize their opportunity to take what others are taking in Nigeria because of you. It's not done. They have their own life to live. It is you, Biafran, that need to do what you're supposed to do for you to have what you're supposed to have. Another update. Let's go through it. This is from Kanu. He said this is from court case that's going on. Court go agree put IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu under house arrest with question mark. And Kanu said, BBC stop gaslighting a non-issue. Nnamdi Kanu is in a court to ask Binta Ayoko to restore his bail in line with Supreme Court ruling, not house arrest. SC never, I think, I don't know what the meaning of SC. I don't know. Okay, Supreme Court. That's SC. Supreme Court never said anything about house arrest. Binta must choose whether to follow the rule of law or to rule of the jungle. That is response from Nnamdi Kanu's brother, Kanu Takano. That is update. That is the update. And Sahara Reporter is here doing their own. Is it for Nnamdi Kanu another court case? I think this one is not. It has not. This is not for Nnamdi Kanu, if I'm not mistaken. Breaking Nigerian High Court to reject Ijele. Okay, that's Ijele oral bail application. Order. Okay, that's for Ijele. I would think I need to do a video about Ijele. That Ijele speak, or Ijele, whatever he call himself. I think it's high time to do a video about that guy. Because everybody have done video about him. I have not done any video. I have not said anything about Ijele, but I have many things to say about him. Starting from the time when he was in Turkey and yapping nonsense. But immediately he chose to battle with not PM. Yes, of course, he have said one of the nonsense thing about PM, but his focus he focused on he was focusing on Madman. All his focus was on Madman and Igbo people, because he thought that somehow by so doing they will make him a president of Nigeria. You understand? When he was insulting anything about Igbo. Now I was told that he said that he was doing all those things out of hunger, not anger, out of hunger. That he was very, very hungry. He was jobless. He don't have anything to do and all that. That's what I was told. But ignorance is not an excuse. You understand? So I told us that I will show us some of the pictures of what this Iranian, this late president committed. This is part of it. I hope people that on the platform will not. I hope they will not be angry. YouTube, please permit me to show this video. This picture, not even a video. Okay, I'm doing it. You can see that. So I just quickly flash it for you. I don't want any problem. This platform don't support anything violence. We don't preach anything evil. We are here to report the news that the way it is and do some reaction. Contribute, say our own opinion. After our opinion does not really matter because we are not We are not there. You understand? Our own is to report it and bring it to you so that you will know what is happening and what will happen. Maybe something that happened that you don't know. So just to give you the knowledge of what happened. So for this is one of the things that the man, committed. Just one out of millions. And Femi Fani-Kayode, sitting in his comfort zone, making unhealthy posts, attacking people that he think that he can attack just to get free. Maybe these people, maybe if you praise them, they will wire something for you, because I don't think that Bele lecturer like him will do this kind of thing for out of humanitarian work. No, I don't think that it's a humanitarian work. He must have a idea of what, maybe doing something that we don't know, but we shall see. Time will tell. Femi Fani-Kayode that we know can just flip just like that without any sign that he will do that. If he can turn against Mazen Namolokan and Biafran, not only even the Igbos. I remember when people were happy because he married to an Igbo man, Igbo lady, and he was talking good about Igbo people. People were kind of following him. Even this guy that is in the UK that hates Igbo with every blood in his vein. What is the name of this guy that looked like a SS? Someone should remind him of his name. The one that went to prison because of his videos on Igbo people. Adenka grandson. Adenka grandson at a point said that Igbo should support that the best thing that Igbo should please Yorubas by making sure that Femi Fani-Kayode become president of Nigeria, because he saw a video when Femi Fani-Kayode went to Onitsha and Aba, and people closed their shop singing praise of him. They love him. And also the same thing happened to Ayo Fayose, former governor of Ekiti State. He went to see Mazen Kanu during 2016. I'm talking about 2015, 2016. And when each time they goes to Igbo land, to Biafran land, they receive a welcome that nobody have ever given to them. You understand? And this guy thought that this is the kind of using them as a revolution to make sure that they become president. Because for Adenka grandson, he don't care about integrity of anybody. As long as the person comes from Yoruba land, he's the best president. He's the person that's supposed to possess, be in the power. In fact, the post of presidential post and seat, befit them. They are the one that's supposed to, be in that power, not you. That's to him. That's what it is. That's what it is all about. He don't care what this person, if this person is capable of doing something good for the people. No, that does not matter. So he was pushing that narrative that people should support Femi Fani-Kayode or Fayose, because to him, Igbos love them. And he also said that at least Igbo woman will be first lady. After saying that, a few months later, Femi Fani-Kayode begin to, bounce on box the wife, beating her and all that. We saw the video, when the wife was kind of trying to blackmail him. In his word, he said it's blackmail, that he did not do something evil and all that. But later, another video surfaced, and we watched it, and we saw who Femi Fani-Kayode is out, behind the camera. You understand what that means? So, another post about this Iranian president, someone said, on behalf of the government and people of Nigeria. That is from someone in a Muslim person. Just watch. Then you compared this post with the one Femi Fani-Kayode, who claimed he's a Christian. The post, you can just watch. On behalf of the government of people of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu assures the Islamic Republic of Iran of Nigerian support and prayers in this moment of grief. President Tinubu extends his condolence to the government and people of Islamic Republic of Iran over what? Okay. Okay. President Tinubu extended his condolence to the government and people of the Islamic Republic of Iran over the passing of President Ibrahim Raisi, Iranian Foreign Minister Hossein Amir, and Abdullahim and others and other officials in helicopter crash, while commiserating with the bereaved families. President Tinubu prayed for the continuous peace, stability, and prosperity of Iranian nations. So he's. I don't know why these people think that if someone become a president, his prayer really carry with that. His prayer have a special speed to get to Allah or God, depending on your faith. So why that he pray does not really matter. And why is it that Nigerians are more focused on that? Other Islamic countries, I have not seen their news or I have not seen them singing praises and but I'm not surprised. These are the same brotherhood in Islam, right? So it's only people that are, if you're a Christian and you still don't understand what it means to be a Christian and what you should be doing, then you need to blame yourself. You should blame yourself. Okay, let us bring this one as well. There's a video that I would like to share with us, but I will make sure that the voice is being paused because they are singing, and I wouldn't want that. Not a bad song, but people that on the platform once they hear any instrument, it become a problem. So that's what I'm trying. I will try to avoid it. So it's just a few seconds for people of Iran how they're grieving about the death of their president. Just to watch. What we are seeing here is Iranians celebrating, rejoicing for the departure, the part of their president. Look at it. They are happy, isn't it? Whereas somebody who say because you have one hatred about Israel, I don't know if the book that Femi Faneka read, the history book that maybe he laid his hand on that have twisted his brain to reason properly. But everybody have their own choice. I can't force you to love what I love. It's not possible. You have every right to believe on what you want to believe, focus on what you want to focus. But just for you to understand that this is Iranians, they are. Oh, some of them are even holding the Israeli flag. Let's see. Just hold on. What did I just watch? Okay, let's see, because I think I saw somebody with a Israeli flag here. Oh, there you go. There you go. You can see. You see this? For you to understand that, just like in Nigeria, all these jihadist countries and Muslim this, Muslim that, want to Muslim country and all this garbage. It is only political class that use that religion to perpetrate evil. Ordinary citizens of the nations understand how important peace means in the life of humanity. In our society, they don't know. But when you see those radical ones that benefit, that have access to government, that are doing it for a purpose to have maybe to generate money to attack others and enrich themselves, they always lay hands on one thing or another to perpetrate evil. Like what is going on in Nigeria, that they want to bring Quran to Atlantic Ocean. Therefore, they want to dominate your land. They want to take over your land, as if they're doing it to help Allah. No, they are not doing it for Muhammad even, but for themselves, on behalf of Islam. But actually, nobody earn anything from that. They're using that to enrich themselves, to remain in power, to remain relevant. But they don't understand that all average people from their country, from their society, don't even like what they're doing. You understand it? This is it. Let me pause it and play it again so you see. Okay. You can see that, right? Like I said, I am not here to preach violence. So what I'm doing is just to bring you the real thing for you to see what is going on so you will not be deceived. Because they always want to be political correct by so doing, lying to everybody. You can see they are holding Israeli flag, rejoicing and celebrating together with Iranian flag. Together with Iranian flag, dancing. But when you check these two governments, you can see that they don't stand each other. They hate each other so much. This one is hating. They hate Israel because of what? Because of Palestinians and because of Gaza. But why are you dragging innocent people from Iran to your selfish interests, to your own beef, to your own choice? That is why it is very, very easy for them to buy anybody on behalf of the government. I hope you are following what I'm saying because, like I said, I am not here to argue anything with anybody. So that is it. Let's see. Let's check. Let's refresh and see if we have any further update before we come to an end of this live broadcast. Okay, the update that is trending is the one that we have played, and surprise, surprise, none of the updates come from DOS. I've been checking them and I have not seen them putting anything. They only put the pictures of Mazen American and their own write up. For example, this one. You see Daniel, look at it. Daniel Lazarus is one of them. Okay. We are determined the unconditional release of Mazen American because he has committed no crime. Why is all this nonsense? When you hear them determined, you think they have a very serious plan that is coming out. These people. When we are determined, it is very easy to use words that you can't even back up. You are determined, as if there anything did not go to that thing that you believe that you will do anything. You will not do anything. You know that you will not even do anything. It is different government in exile that actually holding Nigerian in a very difficult corner. If you know, you know. Even today, I just read to us. I did not show the video because of the content of the video, but the video is out where PM told us that one of the oil company in Delta State trying to deliver oil and carry oil and how their milk and suck oil out from our land. They got their own deliverance today. Emeka Gift is also writing and saying different thing as well without sharing any video because family writer Ukumangu is not don't have access anymore. Boko Haram terrorists now using Elon Musk's Starlink for internet connection. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Of course, who purchased it for them? Government. That is not the fact. There's no difference between Iranians and the Iranian government and what Nigerian is. They are working hand in hand. So when you saw the presence of Hamas in Nigeria, what do you think? What comes to your mind? You think he don't know when he found himself there or what? He knows what he's doing. Okay. Oh my goodness. I just want us to see another video of okay, you see the same video trending of Iranian people celebrating, rejoicing, and Femi Fanikadode is busy making a fool of himself. Okay, that is it, guys. I think update may come again about the court case. We are going to look into that one in our next broadcast. So we are going to come to an end of this live stream now. To come back, of course. We cannot shy away from our duty. We have to do it. Wow, is this? Hmm. Okay, I think this is just a graphic. I saw somebody designed a a picture of how the private uh, jet crashed, but it's not the real one, and I don't want to share it here because the design have some colors as well, which the platform don't like anybody to share that kind of thing. So, guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate your effort, your support in this live broadcast. It is not easy. I have to appreciate your support. Thank you so much, and we are going to be live again. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Subscribe, like the video, comment. Tell me what you think about all we have discussed so far. And if there's anything you think that you are not getting right, you can put it on comment section. Then we can learn from you. Not only you listen to us, I can also listen to you. And have a wonderful day ahead. See you again on our next broadcast. Bye bye for now. Thank you all that put your comments on this live broadcast. Thank you so much. I cannot thank enough Peter Okafor. Um, the Count Black Collar. I think that's your name here. I don't know. This is the first time I'm seeing you. Our own Happy May. I thank you, Diana. I thank you, Ojuku Anthony. Thank you all. Aloy Ndubisi. Thank you. And who again? Augustine Obonna. Thank you. Elum Wagoro. Nwegu, yeah, Nwegu, I see you. Thank you all and have a wonderful day ahead. Bye bye for now.